รายการต่อไปนี้เป็นรายการทั่วไปสามารถรับชมได้ทุกวัย
Dear lovely fans, this is the 4th season of the show and we still believe that all forms of English are valid. Once you can get your point across, you have communicated with success. We are positive that millions of Thais have learnt a lot from our remarkable guests. They all have different levels of English and have shown us that it's the courage to give it a go that matters and it's okay to make mistakes. This show is like a big classroom. We don't want to leave anyone behind. English will therefore be dominant, but there will be some Thai in every episode to make new learners of English feel at ease. We always love to hear your constructive criticism to help us improve, but no internet trolling, please. Thanks for your endless support. It's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hi guys สวัสดีคุณผู้ชมทั่วประเทศนะคะ You're watching Loukgolf English Room where you live, laugh and learn Good morning Thank you. Thank you. Today's guest is a wildly popular artist from the 90s who is best remembered for her iconic pink hairdo. Please welcome พี่ยาวินดาบุญนาคค่ะพี่ยูพี่ค่ะHello. Hi there. Hi. Hello. We're so happy you're here.
Well, glad to be here.
Are you happy you're here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the team.
Yeah, I love them too. Okay, before we talk about you, can we quickly talk about my summit in New York? Yes. I just came back from a summit. Well, actually, I was there because I was selected. คือต้องขอบอกจริงว่าวันนี้คือแบบว่า there are many things I'm proud of, in life, but this is one of those things I'm extremely proud of because I won an award.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
อยากให้ทุกคนตบมือให้ดิฉันหน่อยนี่เป็นการขอเลยเพราะว่า well basically I was one of the winners. I was one of the winners and there were 13 winners from around the world.
What did you have to do?
I just went there to look nice basically. No. I'm so there were 13 teachers from around the world who were selected from a pool of over 900 applicants.
Wow.
From around the world. So basically, I was there to represent Thailand.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and I learned, so many things. Like being there for a few days taught me so many things. Okay, and one of the things that I learned was that it's important to always ask yourself what kind of learner you are.
Right.
So, you think you are a good learner?
I think I'm a critical person, meaning that I really like to ask questions. So, yeah.
What are some of the qualities you think a good learner, a good language learner should have or possess?
I think you have to be very receptive to details. And as I said, I think in general, asking questions is a very important thing that you have to be able to do. Ask yourself why you're doing this, why you're being taught this, and also ask a teacher, and ask them. Not be afraid to ask like, why are you teaching the way you're teaching, for example. So it's almost like a meta learning, Yeah.
Yeah, let me show you this, okay? This is incredible. อันนี้เป็น research ที่เขาเอามาแชร์ในการประชุมในวันนั้นนะเขาบอกว่า the good language learner is a willing and accurate guesser.
Okay.
อันนี้แปลให้ฟังเขาบอกว่าคนที่เป็นผู้เรียนภาษาอังกฤษที่ดีเนี่ยเขาจะต้องเป็นเหมือนแบบผู้เดาที่แม่นยำแล้วก็เต็มใจที่จะเดา
ใช่เต็มใจ
Say สมมุติว่า you hear someone say something like bears hibernate right during the winter months so the good language learner would try to guess
what that means
เขาจะพยายามเดาว่า hibernate หมีเมื่อกี้ hibernate มันแปลว่าอะไรวะ อะไรเงี้ยลองเดาสิแปลว่าอะไร bears hibernate หมี hibernate ช่วงเดือนหนาว that's it so
จำศีล
อันนี้พี่นิวเป็นมีคุณสมบัติของการเป็น the good language learner แล้วข้อแรก แต่ยังมีอีกหลายข้อโอเคไหมพี่นิว that's just one of them that's just one of them okay three more
Okay. The good language learner tries to get a message across even if specific language knowledge is lacking.
Can you help me translate this one
ก็คือคนที่เป็นคนที่เรียนภาษาที่ดีเนี่ยจะต้องพยายามที่จะสื่อสารข้อมูลไปให้คนที่เราคุยด้วยเนี่ยแม้ว่าเราจะไม่ได้รู้ข้อมูลที่ครบถ้วนของสิ่งที่เราพยายามจะ
and lots of my students are like this you know they try really hard to communicate เหมือนเวลาเขาไม่มีคำศัพท์สมมติ let's say สมมติว่าประโยคภาษาอังกฤษ I have diarrhea คือฉันมีอาการท้องเสียคนที่ไม่ได้มีคำศัพท์ว่า diarrhea ท้องเสียเขาก็จะพยายาม you know
อธิบายปวดท้อง
ถูกต้อง two more
Okay so a good language learner
is
practicing as often as possible
good อันนี้เขาบอกว่าอะไรคนที่เป็นผู้เรียนที่ดีก็จะฝึกบ่อยเท่าที่จะฝึกได้ดังนั้นใครที่กำลังดูอยู่นะแล้วดูตลอดทุกเทปลูกก็บอกเลยว่าคุณคือคนที่เป็นผู้เรียนภาษาที่ดีค่ะ one more
อันนี้สำคัญมาก A good language learner is willing to make mistakes
yes คือคนที่เป็นผู้เรียนภาษาที่ดีเขาเต็มใจที่จะผิดผิดไปเลย okay and we've been telling you this for how many years now 4 years okay alright last one one more
okay
I think maybe
อันนี้a good language learner analyzes his own speech and the speech of others
ก็หมายความว่าผู้เรียนภาษาที่ดีอาจจะแบบวิเคราะห์การพูดของตัวเองเหมือนพอพูดไปปุ๊บกลับมานั่งทวนว่าเมื่อกี้ what did I just say is it correct บลาบลาบลาบลาหรือมีการวิเคราะห์เนี่ยการพูดของคนอื่นเวลาได้ยินแล้วเนี่ยก็จะแบบว่าเห็นนู่นเห็นนี่ขึ้นมา it's quite interesting because this is how my brain works actually when I listen to people sometimes I do this let's say สมมติมีคนบอกว่าแบบ I have diarrheaพอเราคุยกับเขาไปเสร็จปุ๊บเราอยู่บ้านเราจะมานั่งวิเคราะห์แล้วว่า oh this is a sentence so I is the subject and then have is a verb and then you know diarrhea is a noun blah 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 so อันนี้เป็นการวิเคราะห์ในหัวของเราที่เกิดขึ้นตลอดเวลาอะไรอย่างเงี้ย okay great so thank you so much for you know helping me
แล้วนี่คือลูกกอล์ฟไปแล้วเขาก็ไปคุยกันเรื่องนี้
คุยกันอะไรอย่างเงี้ยยังมีอีกหลายคุณสมบัติแต่วันนี้ลูกกอล์ฟจะถามคุณผู้ชมด้วยคำถามหนึ่งแล้วกันว่า why do you learn English leave a comment give me one good reason okay all right now let's talk about you and you only okay how old were you when this iconic song was released well we have to talk about this iconic song คุณแค่คิดถึงทุกคนร้องมาเราดูว่ามัน iconic แค่ไหนนั้นยังมีความหมาย
ขอบฟ้าที่เรานั่งมองคราวนั้นยังมีความหมายต้นไม้ลำธารยิ่งมองยิ่งคิดถึงเธอมากมาย
So how old were you when this song was released?
I was 19 or 20
19
so it wasn't the 90s it was kind of like the millennium the Y2K
okay so 19
1920 like 2000 2001
okay is pink still your favorite color
yes I also like a lot of colors but that was kind of like a mistake
was it a mistake elaborate please.
Well I was first year in college and a friend of mine who was living in the same dorm which is the residential building for students right was dyeing his hair and he had leftover dye so he came over to my room and he's like oh I just dyed my hair and I have all this leftover dye you know you want to dye your hair and I was like why not you know it was like the end of the year so I did that and because it was the end of the year I was about to take time off to come and release the album so I came back right after I did that and people at Grammy liked it and said oh please keep this you know
so no one forced you to dye your hair pink
no
okay
no
you did it yourself
yes and I did not intend to have that hair for like a year or two it was supposed to be kind of like a summer like a 1 month or 2 months thing but it turned out to be this long adventure of like having to bleach my hair every month and then you know I was given like pink shampoo to use while I was promoting the album so it lasted for a while yes
supposing you could turn back time to talk to that girl with the pink hair what would you tell her
use a lot of hair conditioner. No, like my hair was dead for like 2 years after that. Like after that, it was not pleasant. So I haven't dyed my hair since really.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Do you still write songs?
Not, I mean, I wrote songs up until maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. And then I just didn't have enough time. And also just didn't have enough time to be alone to write songs.
Yes, you're
So-
busy. You've been busy.
I've been
Looking
busy
after,
with family and
Yes.
everything, and it's a very different lifestyle now than the way that I had. I had a lot of time to myself, a lot of time to reflect on things, and yeah, now it's very different.
Okay.
So,
Did you grow up speaking English?
not really. I grew up, well, my grandmother's Swiss, so at home we would be speaking mostly Thai and a bit of French, and we would maybe some English, but I didn't really, I didn't really speak until I went to England
Oh,
when I was 13. Yeah,
you went to
a boarding school.
A boarding school
Yeah.
there. And how was your English when you arrived, if I may ask?
I mean, it was okay. Because I started learning English when I was 6, right, since first grade. It was okay, but it was definitely not good enough. So, I remember like flunking like history and like English and all those subjects that you really need to write, So I was a terrible writer. I still am a terrible writer. And I could communicate, and it was not easy, but yeah.
Let's just say you grew up being, familiar with English.
Yeah, I was familiar with it, but I was lack in practice.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. It happens to all of us. See, not just to me, not just to you. คือถ้าเราไม่ได้ฝึกอ่ะ
ใช่
มันแค่นั้นเองอะไรอย่างเงี้ย
I think a lot of Thai students, are very good at reading, and maybe writing, but understanding grammar, but practicing like speaking and listening, and especially when you go to England and a lot of the movies that you've been watching growing up are all from the States.
That's true.
The accent is just, incomprehensible when you go to England. It was like, what are you talking about?
Incomprehensible ซึ่งไม่สามารถเข้าใจได้เลย
ใช่ like it's just fundamentally different,
Yeah.
And then again I had this shift when after I was in England I went to university in the States, so I was having a little bit of a British accent, and then when I went to the States no one understood me, because I'd be going around like asking for like water,
Yeah.
and I'd be what,
And then you might say something like, oh, I need the loo.
yeah, right,
And then
exactly,
people look at you, who would look at you like, what? The loo?
yeah, so
Right.
yeah, so it's tricky.
Okay. We'll talk more about everything after the break. Okay. ตอนนี้นะเดี๋ยวเราไปพักสักครู่เดี๋ยวช่วงหน้ากลับมาต่อกันกับพี่ยารินดาจ้า Yeah. All right, we're back. Yeah. Are you wearing so many hats right now?
Well, not as many hats as I used to wear, because I used to sing, right? I would do acting, I was teaching, also an architect, and well, I guess now I'm a mother as well now, so yeah, but I try to like trim down on the other things just to make sure that my life is sane and healthy.
Okay. And now you go to bed at 6?
If I could. You know what? I actually go to bed at like 9:30 or something sometimes, because I would read my son to bed and then sometimes I would just fall asleep with him. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you first become a singer?
Well, I started being very interested in writing music when I was in England. Maybe it also has to do with the fact that I couldn't really communicate that well, and didn't have that kind of many friends, and I had a lot of time to myself because it was a boarding school. So I would spend a lot of the time just writing and singing, like writing diary and then turning them into, lyrics for songs, and then play music with friends. And then I started making like a demo tape. Back then it was still a tape. So, and then...
ชอบคำนี้ Back then it was still a tape. Do you know what a tape is? Okay.
Yes, a strange rectangular thing with like long strings coming out of it. So yeah, and so I became more interested, in actually just wanting to get the message or the things, the stories that I write to a wider kind of audience, you know. So I brought the tape back, went to Grammy, and you know was talking to people there, and they were being very nice, you know. But yeah, I guess that was how it got started. But then like when I was releasing my first album, it was also when I started architecture school. So music and architecture had always been kind of like the two things that I would be doing in parallel to each other. Yeah.
Now I want you to choose 3 words to describe yourself as a singer, and 3 words to describe yourself as an architect, and 3 words to describe yourself as a mother.
Oh my God.
Is that too challenging? Now 3 words to describe yourself as a singer first.
As a singer,
I'm gonna write down these words now.
self-indulgent.
Self-indulgent. Whoa, such a great word right
Yeah,
there.
'cause
Okay.
พี่ค่อนข้างเอาแต่ใจตัวเองอะ because as I said, it started off not so much about me wanting to sing as much as me wanting to tell my stories. You know, so I really wanted to make sure that the stories that I was telling was something that was honest to me and
Okay.
something that I could really relate to and that
Okay.
was me, you know.
So the first one is self-indulgent.
Right.
Okay. And the second one would be as a singer.
Experimental.
Experimental. That's a great word right there.
I mean, I was interested more in learning new things. So with also the subsequent albums that I released, it was about trying out like new ways of playing music, new ways of recording. I remember there was one song when we were recording a bunch of horns, and we would go to a swimming pool to record so that we would get a lot of like reverb sound from, you know, the empty swimming pool, for example. You know, so I really like to experiment in the process of making music.
I like that.
And the third one,
Would be
reflective.
reflective.
Yeah, so as I said, I think like most of the songs that I wrote were very much about me, people around me, or things that I've witnessed firsthand. So it's very much like a diary in a way. So if I track back and look at like my different albums, I could tell what kind of state, my emotional state and the experience that I went through during that age, you know.
So you love to assess yourself, evaluate,
In a way,
Right.
or it was also
reflect.
Yes, it was a sort a way of reflection. It was also a way of kind of like supporting myself as well, or trying to encourage myself to do something, you know. So there would be a lot of songs that's about like, oh, everything will be okay, you know, even though you're going through this right now. So it's kind of like ปลอบใจตัวเองหรือพยายามให้กำลังใจตัวเองอะไรเงี้ย Yeah.
Okay, we're not done yet. Now 3 words to describe yourself as an architect.
Oh God.
Are you self-indulgent as an architect?
No, I can't be. I can't be self-indulgent as an architect. I think I'm accommodating actually as an
Okay.
architect. I think I'm very reasonable and accommodating, meaning that you know, if the client wants something, I really try to understand and try to serve that need, because I really fundamentally I think architecture is a service job. It's not really about, you know, it's not so much about designing a product per se, but it's about serving someone.
ชอบคำนี้จังเลยอ่ะ เด็กที่กำลังจะเรียนสถาปนิกอยู่ไฮไลท์ได้ไหม
เอ้ยจริงๆนะ
It's all about serving someone.
ใช่ มันเป็นงานแบบรับใช้ลูกค้าเลยอะ คือแบบokay, so accommodating. Well, open-minded is close to accommodating, but I think open-minded. But I think this is more from the internal kind of like perspective that I think me with my team, I'm not the kind of architect that would be very top-down, that would say, I want this, you know, I think it should look like this. But on the other hand, I really enjoy listening to my team and letting my team kind of present their ideas and work as a team in a way.
Okay.
And lastly, contextual.
Contextual. Okay. That's a great word.
Yeah.
Okay, look it up at home, okay? You just look it up what it means. We're not going to translate the word contextual for you. That's your homework. เราต้องทิ้งกันบ้านให้คุณผู้ชมเดี๋ยวนี้คือทุกอย่างต้องแบบ it has to be very interactive. Look it up at home, okay? Now, 3 words for you as a mother.
I hope I'm fun.
Fun.
And also open-minded and reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah.
ดี
That's
มาก
easier,
เลย
huh?
ย่า
That's
ย่า
easier
ย่า
than
ย่า
the
เนี่ย
other.
ไปลองทำดูว่าหมวกหลาย ๆ ใบที่คุณกำลังสวมอยู่อ่ะให้เราได้ reflect สะท้อนแล้วลองบรรยายตัวเองออกมา แล้วคุณอาจจะเซอร์ไพรส์ก็ได้นะ อาจจะรู้สึกเซอร์ไพรส์กับตัวเองเหมือนกันว่าอุ้ยฉันเป็นในตั้งหลายอย่างนี่หว่าอะไรอย่างนี้
แต่เนี้ยคนที่ฟังแล้วอาจจะแบบเฮ้ยไม่เห็นอย่างนี้เลยไม่เห็นจริงเลยอะไร
ไม่เห็นจริงยังไง
That's the risk
หมายถึงว่าคนที่รู้จักเราจริงๆ
ใช่ใช่สมมติแบบน้องๆในทีมอะไรเงี้ยมาฟังแล้วบอกไม่ใช่ ลูกค้ามาฟังแล้วแบบ
หรือลูกหรือสันบอก mom you're not reasonable mom Okay so what has working in the music industry taught you
a lot of compromises I don't want this to get dark, but no.
Okay.
I think like just from telling you earlier that the initial kind of objective for me making music has to do with something that's very self-indulgent and it's about conveying the message. But then again, there's a clear kind of like inherent conflict between like trying to please yourself and trying to please the market or the audience or try to make money or try to be rich from successful, and so it's about compromises and I think like I had to very early on decide whether I want to go into the self-indulgent route or I want to make a lot of compromises and potentially sell more records, for example, and I didn't go that way, so I went the other way.
Good. But and I hope it was the right decision.
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot. I had a lot of fun, and it was very self-satisfying.
Great. Let's go for a quick break now. แต่ว่าก่อนไปพักนะคุณต้องไป monkeying around กันก่อนเดี๋ยวช่วงหน้ากลับมาต่อกันจ้า Yeah.
The table have turned.
The tables have turned.
The tables have turned. สถานการณ์ที่พลิกผันอะไรหรือเปล่า
ก็หนูว่าน่าจะแปลว่าเหมือนอะไรสักอย่างที่พลิกจากหน้ามือเป็นหลังมือพลิกจากอย่างหนึ่งเป็นอีกอย่างหนึ่งที่ตรงกันข้ามเนี้ยค่ะ
มันอาจจะเปลี่ยนแปลงแบบพลิกหน้ามือเป็นหลังมืออะไรประมาณนี้หรือเปล่า ใช่ไหม
All right, we're back. Is it true that you were shy, like as a kid? You were a really shy girl.
I don't think I was shy. I think I was introverted.
Okay.
And I still am to a certain extent. But I think when I was in England, I was particularly more shy just because I couldn't communicate as well, and I was definitely the minority in the school. It was very homogeneous. The majority of the students were English, like English girls, and there were a few Asian, girls. But I think like as my English improved, and then I think there was a big change when from England to America. It was from like all girls, all English boarding school to architecture school at Cornell, which was extremely diverse. Like, so many people from different countries. English was the second language for most people. Not just all girls, but also, all sorts of genders. It was just extremely, eye-opening and as an experience, something that was a big change in my life. And I think that was something that fundamentally, changed me. And also architecture education was very kind of like, it really opened me up as well.
Do you find it hard to deal with extroverts?
No. I think it's actually quite enjoyable, to, because then you don't have to make that much effort, right? You just kind of like sit back and enjoy. So yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about your family life?
My family life. Well, I have a son named Sai
น้องทราย
ใช่
Okay.
he's about to be 5 very soon and a husband obviously and that's about it that's
Yeah, I've been following you on Instagram for a while now.
Oh, thank
I
you.
have, it seems like I've known your son forever. Because, yeah, we found lots of pictures. Can we quickly talk about these
Sure.
pictures?
sure
Yeah, he's everywhere on your Instagram. It's like everywhere.
I try not to post too many
come on.
yeah
Can you tell us what happened?
oh
that
well
day?
that's yeah we have a house in Hua Hin and we try to go there not often enough but yeah we love the beach and he loves the water so we go there quite often
He seems like a really happy kid. Like,
he's very happy very energetic just so powerful just like full power all
is
the time.
he an
Oh, yeah.
introvert?
No. No. Like he's like the opposite of what me and my husband are like. Like we don't know where he's from. Like he's just a different creature.
See,
Yeah.
but maybe that's what you need.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Mom, the
yeah.
world is a happy place.
Yeah, like he's very like larger than life.
Okay. Next picture. Ooh.
Yeah, he loves role playing and play pretend, likeเป็นนู่นเป็นนี่ like he's one day he's a doctor, next day he's a police, next day he's military, a zookeeper.
A zookeeper, see?
Yeah, and he makes friends with everyone, and he has I don't know, like a troop of animals, like stuffed animals in his room that are just, his posse.
Menagerie, is that
Yes.
a word? พยายามใช้ศัพท์ยากที่เรียนมาตอนพยายามแบบ I'm trying to think like of all those sophisticated words I learned as a student like
Yes.
yeah is that a
So-
word is menagerie a word I think
Menagerie
so
is a word,
like
yes.
menagerie
Yeah.
yeah something like that next picture ooh look at that
Yeah, that's at home.
Okay.
Again, see, he has a team of supporters, animals. So he was, he wanted to box. We didn't have boxing gloves, so we put bubble wraps around his fists. And
10 fight 10นะอันเนี้ยนี่ก็10 fight 10นะนี่แหละ this is
แล้วก็
it
มี
10 fight 10
เนี่ย support team cheering squad around the rink. Yeah.
What is the best thing about being a mother? I love asking people
my
this
God.
question. What's the best thing about being a mother?
It's incredible. They're like surprises every day, and it's hilarious. Like the way that the mind of a 4-year-old works is just beyond your comprehension. The way that he sees life makes us see life in a very different way. And also, talking about learning English, like to observe the way that a child acquire language is incredible. There's like no shame, no embarrassment,
No fear.
and just keep trying. And I was just talking to my husband because he has been living in Thailand for like 10 years now, and his Thai, because we were observing, right, when Sai was going to surpass him in terms of like his Thai language. And we realized that like our son surpassed my husband's Thai when he was about 3 or 3.5. And it was just from the sheer kind of relentless, just like trying out and just spewing out like gibberish
Yeah.
until you finally get it right. And that's something that's incredible.
It's just wonderful.
But I don't know if adults would have the kind of patience to listen to another adult doing that, But I think that's, it's pretty incredible.
We have to talk about work now. Are you working on anything at the moment?
Well, we're releasing a new film.
Yes.
It's called ดิวไปด้วยกันนะ
Deal. Deal ไปด้วยกันนะ
ใช่
Deal. Okay.
ดิวเป็นชื่อของเด็กผู้ชายในเรื่อง
Deal ไปด้วยกันนะ I like that. เหมือนแบบลูกกอล์ฟไปด้วยกันนะอะไรอย่างเงี้ย I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it about?
It's about a young couple, boy couple, that the two of them fall in love in a high school in a village very far away in the north of Thailand in the 90s. And of course, back then, the communities were not so accepting of gay couples and gay boys yet. So they were bullied. The families kind of like threatened to disown them and stuff. And so, they decided to kind of run away together to come to Bangkok. But then something happened, and only one of them managed to come to Bangkok. And then the story kind of flashes forward 20 years. So this boy is now a grown man. He's married with a wife. me.
Yeah, that's you. You're the wife.
Yes, I'm the wife.
Whoa.
And something happened, so he has to move back to his hometown. So the wife and the husband decide to move back to the hometown, and he becomes a school teacher back at the high school where he was a student. And then strange events and things begin to happen and unravel into.
Unravel. Highlight the
Yes.
word unravel, please. See, it's such a great word right there. I love it. Please carry on talking. I love listening to you all day. It's like I'm learning. I'm learning.
No, yeah. So that's that. So I don't want to spoil the movie. So you have to go see what the events. How it turns out. But yeah.
Okay. So one word for the film, complicate would be complicated. It's complicated.
It's a love story. It's very touching. All the characters are. I mean, it's very romantic. And all the characters are very interesting, and there are a lot of twists.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Go check it out. Check it
Yeah.
out. And then follow Pia Rinda on Instagram, and and if you see her son's picture, well, it's her. Okay, it's her Instagram. So just
Yeah, I don't usually post pictures of myself. But, yeah.
Okay. What one thing about yourself are you most proud of? You've done so many things. You have achieved so much.
That's a difficult question. I don't usually ask myself that. I try to just be content with, every day and try to do the best, like every day. That's about it, and hopefully make people around me content and happy as well.
Okay, this question is for all the kids out there who want to be architect. For anyone who wants to be an architect.
Don't. No, sorry, I take that back.
Okay, so this last question, what are some of the qualities you think a good architect should possess?
I think you should be observant. You have to look at things, try to understand why it is the way it is, how it becomes the way it is. You should ask a lot of questions. And you should
Be able to draw, maybe?
Yes, but I feel like you learn all those skills in school, So if you enter architecture school, you would be able to acquire all those skills anyway. But I think you have to be passionate. I think you have to be really passionate about making things.
Maybe you should start practicing, to sleep like for 2 hours a day, maybe? Is that true? Maybe practice
I think
not to
that's,
sleep. To practice not to sleep.
I think that's a personal choice. I'm one of those that believe that you still have a control over, your own kind of path, and if you manage your time well, you can still get decent sleep.
Okay.
But yes, that is partially true. You don't get that much sleep.
What 3 mistakes do you think people make when decorating their houses?
Not enough storage space.
That's me!
I think a lot of people like to hoard, and
สะสมของไฮไลท์สักหน่อย
ใช่
สะสมของ
คือไม่โยนของทิ้งไม่ชอบโยนของทิ้ง Yeah, so I would say like storage is very, very important to make sure that you have enough. Another thing is, I think when you design the house, sometimes you overdo it and you don't realize that the house should grow with you over time. Yeah.
That's me again! Oh my god! I was about to make such a silly mistake because I told my architect, the designer, บอกว่าอะไรรู้ป่ะตอนที่แบบออกแบบห้องนอน I want to have a cage, like a cage, a cage, like a
สำหรับกอล์ฟเองเหรอ
ใช่เพราะ
แล้วกอล์ฟจะแบบไปแบบ
ไปนั่งใน
เกี่ยวถ่ายรูปอะไรเงี้ยเหรอ
Yeah. And then he was like, I don't think you will, appreciate that.
in a year from
Yeah,
now.
so maybe, and he tried really hard to convince me, and
You're like, no, cage.
I'm
cage
like,
for
no,
life.
but then he won.
Okay.
But now, you know what? I have to thank him because now I don't need a cage. หนูอยากได้กรงนกใหญ่อย่างเงี้ยขึ้นไปนั่งสวยๆ Thank God he insisted. He was like, nope. He was adamant. He was like, nope, no cage, no cage. Just you have to grow up. You're gonna grow up. So okay. And last mistake would be?
Last mistake is don't talk to your family members or the people that you live with. So I think like there are a lot of times when you're designing or decorating a house where you think, oh, this would look good, or you know, oh, my wife would like this, oh, and then like it happened, and then you talk to them, and it's like, nope, this is, you know. So I think like it's difficult when you live with a bunch of people because everyone has such, you know, different idiosyncrasies and nuances and
idiosyncrasy highlight สับยากมากเอาสิ
Sorry.
เอาสิแม่วันเนี้ยกลมกล่อมสับ SAT ทุกคำวันนี้ดีจังไม่ต้องขอโทษดีมากไม่ต้องขอโทษดีชอบมากโอเค we have to go for another quick break now ช่วงหน้านะคะยังไม่หมดแค่นี้เราจะมา learn something กันกับพี่ยารินดาจ้า yeah All right, let's learn something. Now, tell us a little bit about this song, please.
Fake Plastic Trees อะจริงๆเป็นเพลงที่พี่ชอบเล่นมากเป็นเพลงของ Radiohead อัลบั้มแรกๆเลยแล้วก็รู้สึกว่ามันแบบความหมายมันดีอะเพราะมันเกี่ยวกับอะไรอะคนที่แบบเปลือกอะคือคนที่ไม่จริงใจโลภเปลือกอะไรเงี้ย
Okay. Let's hear it then.
Top full of rubber plants to get rid of itself. It wears her out. It wears her out.
Nice.
It wears her out.
All right, sing along, guys.
She lives with a broken man, crack polystyrene man, who just crumbles and burns. Used to do surgery for girls in the 80s. Gravity always wins. Wears him out. Wears him out. Wears him out.
Whoa. Whoa! So deep. It just
เท่เนอะ
Yeah, and it's profound, just so profound.
ใช่
Okay. Now help us translate everything, please.
ก็
จริงๆมันลึกซึ้งมากนะเรามาให้คุณครูยาลินดานะคะวันนี้ไม่ได้มาสอนสถาปัตย์มาสอนแปลเพลงค่ะ
ก็เอาแปลตรงๆก่อนเนาะ
ค่ะ
แปลตรงๆก็a green plastic watering can ก็ไอภาษาไทยก็ไม่สันทัดนะ
ฝักบัวรดน้ำ
เขาเรียกฝักบัว
ฝักบัวรดน้ำได้เลย ที่
ฝักบัว
รดน้ำ
ใช่
สีเขียว
แบบ
ๆเนาะ
รดน้ำสำหรับต้นไม้พลาสติกต้นหนึ่งที่แบบของเมืองจีนอะไร
แล้วก็ยังเป็นต้นไม้ปลอมด้วย
ใช่เป็นต้นไม้ปลอม
ที่รดน้ำก็ปลอม ต้นไม้ก็ปลอม
ใช่ที่อยู่ในโลกปลอมๆที่ทำด้วยพลาสติกใช่ไหมคะเป็นต้นไม้ที่ผู้หญิงคนหนึ่งเขาซื้อมาจาก Rubber Man ก็คือเป็นหุ่นน่ะก็คือเป็นคนปลอมๆคนหนึ่ง
ขนาดคนที่ไปซื้อมาก็ปลอมก็ไปซื้อ
ใช่
มาแบบ
ในเมืองที่มีแต่นโยบายเปลือก
ปลอมๆไป
ใช่
เพลงนี้ไม่ได้เกี่ยวกับอะไรที่นี่ใช่ไหมครับนะคะอันนี้ไม่ได้เกี่ยวกับอะไรกับเรานะคะโอเคไปต่อดีกว่า
ก็อะไรเงี้ยที่ to get rid of itself ก็คล้ายๆกับว่าเพื่อคล้ายๆกับว่าทำลายตัวเองอะเนาะแล้วก็it wears her out มันทำให้เขาเหนื่อย
เนาะอันนี้คือสำนวนอันนี้ดีนะคือ it wears her out ก็คือมันทำให้เธอเหนื่อยอะเนาะ wear someone out คือทำให้เหนื่อย
แล้วก็ she lives with a broken man ก็คือเขาใช้ชีวิตอยู่กับผู้ชายคนหนึ่งที่เป็นผู้ชายที่ broken man คือหักกันเนอะแต่หมายถึงว่าถ้าแปลตรงๆคือหักแต่จริงๆคือเหมือนเป็นคนที่ล้มเหลวอะคือเป็นคนที่
แตกสลาย
อะไรเงี้ย a cracked polystyrene man polystyrene จริงๆคือไอ้โฟมอะค่ะก็คือเป็นเหมือนเป็นผู้ชายที่แบบเป็นโฟมหักอันนึงอะไรเงี้ยแล้วก็ที่แบบ
ก็คนนี้ก็คือแบบแหลกเป็นแตกเป็นสิ่งเสียง
เหลวแหลกอะเหลวแหลกผู้ชายเหลวแหลก
คือชีวิตผู้หญิงเมื่อกี้คือปลอมมาหมดแล้วผู้ชายก็ยังเหลวแหลกเป็นโฟมเหมือนโฟมอีกหักดังป๊อก
ผู้ชายคนนี้เคยเป็นหมอศัลยกรรม he used to do surgery ให้กับพวกผู้หญิงในยุค 80 แต่ว่าถึงทำศัลยกรรมเป็นยังไงก็ไม่เคยสำเร็จเลยเพราะว่าแรงโน้มถ่วงเนี่ยมันชนะเสมอ
ก็คือถึง
ดึงหน้าขนาดไหนเนี่ย
ยังไงก็ตาม gravity always wins
หน้าก็เหี่ยวกลับลงมาอยู่ดี
เพราะยังไงก็คืออยู่ดีอะไรอย่างเงี้ย
แล้วมันก็ทำให้เขาเหนื่อยเขาถึงได้แบบล้มเหลวก็เพราะเขาเหมือนเขาเหนื่อยจากการ fail อะไรอย่างนี้อะไรเงี้ย
It's so dark No it's not it's meaningful it's just really meaningful
แต่พี่ชอบเพลงนี้มากเพราะพี่รู้สึกว่ามันแบบเขาเล่าเรื่องด้วยภาษาง่ายๆคือจริงๆศัพท์มันง่ายมากเลยแต่ว่าเนื้อหามันแบบมันลึกซึ้งมากเลยอะแล้วมันแบบมันสะท้อนสังคม
มากเราบอกอย่างนี้แล้วกันว่าถ้าเกิดคุณฟังเพลงแล้วคุณรู้สึกว่าตอนนี้ชีวิตที่คุณเป็นอยู่อะคุณกำลังรู้สึกเหมือนท่อนนี้เพราะแบบมัน it wears me out
เหนื่อย
บางครั้งคุณอาจจะต้องเปลี่ยนวิถีชีวิตนะจริงนะคะก็ขอบคุณพี่อนุดาที่เลือกเพลงนี้มาด้วยนะคะ Thank you so much What is the importance of being real
Ooh, I mean, for me, it's less tiring. You know, I can't be fake. It's just too tiring for me.
Yeah, perfect. That's it. Simple as that. Just simple as that. It's too tiring. Okay, it's exhausting trying to be someone else you're not. Just be real. Okay. All right. You ready for more?
Huh?
Yes, still have 2 hours. มาชอบแบบนี้มาโอเคเรามาเล่นเกมกันเลยนะคะ play time มา Okay now are you ready yeah okay now I'm going to draw
okay
just so you know I can't draw
should we swap this
no they want me to draw
okay
yeah there are many things I'm capable of you know but not this okay I can't draw let me just hang on โต๊ะสมมติหนูอย่างนี้นะโต๊ะนี่โต๊ะได้ไหมอย่างนี้โต๊ะได้ไหม
abstract มากเลยโอเคน
กหนูคือเด็กนี้นก this is a bird girl ผู้หญิงกับ girl
แล้วผู้ชาย
a boy that's it
โอเค
a happy boy โอเคพร้อมนะแล้วเราต้องวาดลายผลไม้เอาให้ยากเข้าไปอีก
แล้วพี่ต้องเดาใช่ไหม
yes and then you have to guess okay
โอเค
1 2 3 go oh
circle rambutan mango
no the color
green circle
no
green wait is it a fruit
yes
mango melon grape fresh coffee bean papaya lemon avocado
alright ooh
grapes these are all fruits right
yeah พี่ผลไม้หมดเลยพี่ hang on give me more time
ไส้กรอกอีสานลิ้นจี่
no
what oh tamarind
yes มะขามเหมือนมากแม่ what the hell is this
ไม่ได้ยิน
hang on
สีเขียวอีกแล้ว
โอ้ยหน้าตามันเป็นยังไงอะ There you go.
Watermelon.
No. Skip.
Durian.
Too hard. Oh, and we need more time. Okay, this one is easy.
Pineapple.
Perfect. All right. Ooh, this one is also very easy.
Peach.
No.
Grapes.
No. Give me more time. There. Next.
Dragon fruit.
No. Strawberries. It's strawberry.
เดี๋ยวก่อนไอ้อันนั้นอะไรอ่ะ ที่บอกยากเกินไปอ่ะ
เนี่ย
อะไรอ่ะ
แล้วว่าเอางี้พี่ draw
custard apple
yeah I think น้อยหน่า is like custard apple ไหมหรือว่านี่เป็นชื่อทางวิชาการป่ะ
เหรอ
พี่ลองว่า draw you know
Strawberry
strawberry yeah come on compare let's compare คุณคิดว่างานชิ้นไหนเป็นงาน abstract Listen, I am aware of my limitations, okay? At least I know what I'm capable of, okay? All right, okay. Before we say goodbye, thank you so much for
Yeah,
being
thank you
here.
for
Thank
having
you so
me.
much for your time. Okay. Are we allowed to follow you on Instagram?
Yes,
Is that
it's there's not much content there, but yes, Yorinda.
Okay.
Yorinda on
Please
Instagram.
follow her. Okay. Do you have anything to tell your fans who are watching this episode right now?
Well, yeah, please go watch the movie. ดิวไปด้วยกันนะ It comes out on Halloween,
Okay.
31st of October.
โอเค และนั่นคือทั้งหมดนะคะของรายการลูกออฟซิงเกิลชูในวันนี้นะคะกลับมาเจอกันได้ใหม่นะคะที่เก่าเวลาเดิมสัปดาห์หน้าทาง GMM 25 เรามาตอนเช้านะคะวันนี้ลาแล้ว Have a fabulous day สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีพี่อริยา
สวัสดีค่ะ
ขอบฟ้าที่เรานั่งมองคราวนั้นยังมีความหมาย ต้นไม้นกพิราบมองยิ่งคิดถึงเธอมากมายปรับแป๊บนึงชีวิตไม่ถึงชีวิตที่มันขาดเธอวันนี้ยังเดินต่อไปแค่ได้คิดถึงก็เป็นสุขใจคุณครูว่าไงบ้างอะคะ
ก็ดัดจริตกว่านี้อีกนิดนึงจะดีไหม
เหมือนโดนตบหน้าที่พระโขนง